Alrighty guys, welcome back to Options Algo AI Pro. This is Brandon and I am here to help you trade like a pro. Now, it really disappoints me how traders nowadays trade the wrong way and expect the right results. And honestly, gurus out there on internet sources who educate traders are not actually giving them the right advice, due to which traders are ending up blowing their account up and then they question the legitimacy of the trading broker or the entire trading system. Now, you need to understand that whatever trading type you opt for, or whatever trading environment or the market you trade with, the rules of trading, the rules and the principle of the entire system remain the same. And until the end of this video, if you are somebody who's trading with the binary option market, you're going to find out one powerful trading strategy that includes two momentum indicators and one trend indicator that's going to help you analyze the market like a pro. And honestly, guys, if you are missing out on four key principles that I'm going to give you in this video, you're missing out on big time and you're never ever going to make it to a successful trading career. Now, without no wasting of time, let's get started. And before I get started, I want to share with you the four key trading principles before I explain you the strategy. Now, the very first one is to have a decent amount of capital and a capital that you really are not concerned about. Now, if you're having a capital that you took out from your salary and that meant a lot to you, you have taken the first worst step that you could have possibly taken. And honestly, that's where most traders fail. If the money means a lot to you, you should not be trading with it. Trading is just like opting for your money to either go and help you understand the market and come back in either a form of education or in form of return, but never ever in form of income. And that's what trading really is. It can either help you make a lot of money, I mean, of course, a lot of money in the future when you become profitable or profitable to a certain level, or you can just go ahead and learn if you make losses, but never ever it can become the source of income for you right after you start making investments. So you need to understand that the very first thing you need to do is not invest your hard-earned money like as if you're as if you're expecting to make a great income. Now, the second part is to manage your risks right. So it depends on if you're just getting started to trade in the market or whether or not you've stayed in the market for a very long time. You need to make sure that you are not investing more than 5 to 10% of your trading capital. If you're going above that, you're risking your entire trading capital, because what's going to happen is if you make one wrong trade, you're going to fall for this revenge trading emotion, where you're basically going to take 10 more trades and then end up blowing your entire account. And that happens with 99.5% of traders. I'm not including the 5.5% because ultimately they either get lucky or there's something happens where they end up making profits. The third thing is manage your money right. So let's say when you put in the money, make sure that you are performing so good that you don't have to put in money again. If you need to put in money again and again and again, you're not trading the right way. So let's say when you're basically putting in your money, for once, $2,000 you just invested. Now, what happens is a lot of traders lose that amount just because they're purely gambling or just because they don't understand the strategy, right? And what they really do is they have to reinvest the money again and again. And that is starting off as a failure. I mean, in your trading career, like that's basically not even getting started. It's just trying out your luck so that you can become profitable and then end up making money. If your goal is that, of course, like this video is not for you. The fourth one is to stay disciplined no matter what happens. No matter, even if you have to sleep without making profits, even if you have to sleep without taking out the money, or even if you have to sleep with small losses, make sure that you're sticking to your trading plan. And the fifth one, which I did not include in the four key lessons, but is inevitable, is to have a plan. Set the number of trades, set the number of losses that you can accommodate, set the amount of profit that you want to make, that you're going to settle out on beforehand, before getting started in the market or before even trying to use a strategy. And of course, guys, if that makes sense to you, we are all good to go. If you have any doubts or if you think that that's too much, you can skip this video or watch another video. But honestly, uh, I mean, the rules of trading are extremely tough and they're very demanding. So if you're somebody who cannot comply with that, you should not be trading in the real time market. And that's just the beginning of of the system. Now, the next system is to have a powerful trading strategy that we are going to discuss. But beforehand, if you're somebody who does not want to trade with a strategy and rather wants to use a proven trading system, Options Algo AI is for you. Well, it's something that you must check out in the next. Quick interruption to the video, guys. Now, if you are somebody who's been trading for a while and if you've experienced significant amount of losses and now trading with any sort of strategy feels like a really, really heavy load to you, and if you're somebody who hates using strategy now, this is your go-to leverage that you can use to trade in the market even after being or not using any sort of strategy. Well, this is called optionsalgo.ai, which is an AI trading leverage that you can use right away after accessing it from our website. That's optionsalgo.ai. Just type on your search engine optionsalgo.ai and it will appear. Now, we've also been rated 4.2 plus stars on Trustpilot, which is an extremely great sign. Well, here you can grab any of your plan and instantly you'll be getting access to this powerful AI trading dashboard, from where all you need to do is copy the signals and paste it on your broker, which is right here. Now, also you get a complete guide from head to toe of how to run through the entire procedure and how to make profits, the best timings to trade with. Well, this is exclusively for those people out there, once again, who have experienced significant amount of losses. And if you do not have time enough to run through a trading strategy and learn it all from scratch, implement it on your account and then start making profit and run through that mathematical calculations. So if you're interested, just visit optionsalgo.ai and access this powerful trading leverage that clears off all the doubts and all the fears. Well, alrighty guys, back to the video. Now, the indicators that we are going to use is going to be the moving average, which is the first indicator. Now, I need to find out where the moving average is. So it's right here. So this one is the trend-based indicator. The next one is RSI. And the third one is the stochastic oscillator and not the William. So these are the three indicators that we are going to use in today's trading session. Now, my goal for this entire trading session is going to go from $2,000 to anywhere around $32,000, which is roughly a $30,000 of net profit that I consider decent enough for one trading day. Now, we are going to trade with the over-the-counter market where the volatility depends entirely on the pairs. Well, the pairs including US dollars are more volatile than the cross pairs or the minor pairs that do not include the USD United States dollars, of course. And for beginners, I would recommend you to go for more volatile pairs, but with a highly countered and carefully observed movement, so that you do not miss out on any of the false movements, and you can basically predict them really easily and predict the right movement at the same time. Now, Of course, a lot of people will comment that you should not go for two momentum indicators, but when the time is extremely low on your trading chart, you need to be dual confirmed. So that's the reason I've named the strategy as a dual confirmation setup, because we are using two momentum indicators wherein we are using the relative strength index and the stochastic oscillator at default, with the moving average, which is, of course, it's a very primary level trading indicator, which anybody can use. But when you're using two momentum indicators, you're basically confirming your entry on a dual setup. Now we are leaving everything to as it is, just increasing the visibility of the of the of the of the settings so that we can go ahead and look at it very carefully, and not fall for this entire we don't end up falling for the wrong movement, or you don't end up looking at things the wrong way whenever there is even a slight of minor movement, which matters a lot when you're using two momentum indicators, because like you're confirming it two times, and when even one thing you feel like is wrong, it might end up becoming a lost moment for you. Now, for the moving average, I'm setting it to 12, and I'm setting it to EMA, and also I'm going to change the color. So make sure that you're making it red so that you can at least understand the importance of this red indicator, the red color. Now we are primarily using it for downtrend, and for the uptrend, we are not going to rely on it too much, which I have recently learned from trading for almost 4 hours. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Now I'm going to start trading with this strategy, and at the end of the strategy, until at the end of this video, I'm going to add a complete illustration on why and how and what makes me take trades. And whatever trades I take, I'm going to document everything so that you understand what exactly are the steps, and when exactly to increase your stakes, and when exactly to protect your stakes. Now let's get started without any further. All right, guys. Now we are going to take our trades, and we are going to start taking our trades on multiple pairs. Well, our key trading strategy is based on the movement of RSI and the dual confirmation from the stochastic oscillator. Also, we have been continuously looking at the RSI and the momentum balance line, that's the 50th on this chart. Well, I have just taken this trade right here. The price was extremely um, bearish, and it just kept moving downwards. So I've taken a trend. I've taken a trade. The first one that I've taken, and I guess we are going to win it by a great margin. And of course, it's 146 margin. That looks extremely nice to me. Now, I've been continuously analyzing the pair, and honestly, this one looked extremely great to me. And the reason I took this trade was because mainly I was focusing on the RSI, and I was extremely confident about the RSI on this because the price broke out on moving average. So I got a dual confirmation on this price movement. Now we are going to get started to look at um, some other movement, and we're going to. All right, guys. Now right here, the price looks like it's going to bounce back. So I've taken this another trade for $3,000, and let's see if we are going to be able to win this trade or not. Now, a lot of traders, they are only focused on stochastic oscillator and they really do not care about the RSI in a lot of cases. But I see RSI as a primary divergence indicator, wherein when I got started to trade in the market, I literally did not understand how to use RSI and how to literally go ahead and make use of the RSI indicator. But as soon as you start trading in the market for a while, you realize that RSI is the key component to indicate a pattern based analysis. And whenever you're trading with RSI, you're more confident regarding the technical factors and the movements that are involved in the real time analysis. So that's the reason RSI is extremely important. And even if you use it with one or two momentum indicators in place, it still plays out both of them because stochastic oscillator is entirely focused on oversold and overbought. However, the RSI is biased towards real-time technical price movement. So if you want to learn more about it, make sure that you're subscribed to our channel at the same time and check out the offers from the Options Algo AI so that you can get enrolled today. Also, if you're new to this channel, make sure that you leave a comment and let us know how you feel about the videos so that we can enhance our quality and we can make sure that you get outmost value and you get whatever you want, the kind of content that you want us to create. Now, all these pairs that you see, the RSI the price has to bounce back, and there is no clear sign that the price is bouncing back. So we are not going to choose to trade on this pair. However, here I could possibly see that the RSI seems like it's going to cross over the price movement, and so is why I'm going to make this trade for 1 minute. Now, I really recommend you to not go beyond 1 minute as it might end up affecting your accuracy that you're going to obtain in the real time. So make sure that you're trading around 1 minute itself and you're not going above 1 minute in order to keep the safeguard buffer open, in order to also make sure that you're not trading on a very short range for which the broker might end up red listing you as an unsafe trader. So for the same reason, I've taken this trade for 1 minute, which I could have clearly or significantly won even with a 30 minutes setting or 30 minutes movement. Now I have close to won this trade, and I'm increasing my stakes as well as increasing my stake every single trade so that I don't lose out on on real-time movement just because I was too concerned about the money management or the risk management. And honestly, I really find the strategy extremely I've personally understood the strategy to a core level where I could go ahead and not worry about having to think more about making, big losses just because I entered the wrong trades. That's for traders who are just getting started, and I recommend them to trade very carefully and only select a bunch of pairs that they can select. Now we are moving towards okay, so this one is an absolute menacing movement. I really want to take a 30 seconds trade to explain how good of a movement this is so that you understand why exactly I'm relying on the RSI and the oversold and overbought position on stochastic rather than the relative strength inputs. Now, this trade I've taken for $12,000 is one of my biggest trade, but I recommend you to take at least 1 to 2% of your entire capital as stake so that you don't end up messing around with your own capital and you don't end up all right, guys. So right here, you just saw that the price just touched the RSI. It had not crossed over the RSI, but it just bounced back from the momentum-based line, which was the 50th in all these marked numbers and the stake percentage. So it's basically the trend filter that you have to rely on in order to make a successful trade in the market. And also, I've just been able to not find out a lot of these signals, a lot of these kind of favorable movements that I'm looking for, and that's the reason most traders get extremely anxious and impulsive, and then they end up placing the wrong trade. Now, right here, I could have placed a down trade, and I could have sold the trade right here, and I could have placed the trade indicating the possibilities of a downtrend, but I'm not very sure. And I know the traders are going to repeat the same mistakes if I make any. So that's the reason I do not want you to go the wrong way or make an impulsive decision, because I could possibly take few trades to compensate for my losses, but traders who are just getting started in the market, it's just not the right thing. Of course, look, if you're experienced, you already know that if you lose one trade, you're going to take one or two more trades on a good market pair, and then end up making profits in that one. But if you lose, if you place the big trade and then you lose everything, it's just an end. So you don't have to end your sustainability and make sure that you're make sure that you can at least sustain in the market, if not retain your profits in the short term. So this particular thing was bothering me for a while, but I've just won trading this entire trading entry, and I've already accomplished my goal for the day. And I accomplished it so fast that honestly, I do not even know what tips I gave you during the video. I was just taking the trades and making sure that you see everything that I do inside the chart. And honestly, if I might have left anything to explain, the next part of this video is going to be about the illustration of the entire trading session that we just conducted. So make sure to watch it carefully. And honestly, guys, it's extremely easy to take the trades using this indicator. All you have to do is be careful. I'm sorry, is be very, very careful in the market and carefully observe where the price is actually moving towards. So if you look at the indicators right, if you look at everything right, there is no way you can make the wrong trades and fail in this market. Like, it's a very, very easy market to operate with. And of course, guys, if you think that analytics is not for you, and if you think you need more explanation, and personally, if you want me to mentor you in a group where I mentor almost 700 traders every single day on a personal basis, make sure that you're subscribed to Options Algo AI's yearly plan. You just need to visit the website, that's optionsalgo.ai. Alright, guys, so this part of the video is entirely the explanation of why exactly did I take those trades and how exactly can you do the right analysis and not fall for fake breakouts and rejections that did not even make you profits. Now, the primary indicator that I relied on in this video was in this entire trading session was the RSI. And you don't really have to go for the oversold or overbought position. All you need to know is that whenever the RSI is going to the level 30, it's basically to bounce back, but that's not absolutely guaranteed. But when you really have to take trade is when the RSI crosses over the baseline, which is the momentum baseline right here. That's called the 50th level. And whenever the 78th level is crossed and the RSI falls completely down, it's basically the same overbought position. But once again, guys, you need to take the trade when the RSI touches the baseline, the momentum baseline, and then indicates towards or goes towards either the 70th or the 30th. When it goes towards the 70th, it's a clear direction to buy a trade or possibly go for an uptrend. If it's going down, it's basically a clear direction to go towards a downtrend. So pretty much right now, as you just saw, that the R size period, which is called the main line, that keeps moving around. It went absolute down. It touched the oversold position. It bounced back, but we did not take a trade right there. Well, when you really have to take the trade is basically when it touches the momentum baseline, that is the level 50, and goes up. When it stays around, or when it stays intact and it does not goes up, it's basically a clear sign that the price is not ranging. So in that case, you wait until the crossover, or it crosses the extreme and goes up once again. So right now you have a clear direction that you need to take an uptrend. You need to take a trade for uptrend. If the same thing might have happened around the overbought position, where it might have touched the 70th point and then moved back, but once again crossed the 50th, that's the baseline, the bottom baseline, for a final confirmation, and then moved towards 30th. That's when you have to take the trade, and you need to be very quick. Now we all know the stochastic oscillator. You need to just go ahead and check out whether it's indicating an oversold or overbought position based on the periods touching, either crossing over on either the 80th or 20th. If they are crossing on the 20th, it's a clear direction. Like right now, the RSI is already moving above the baseline, the momentum baseline, and the stochastic oscillator has already touched right here. I'm going to explain you with a parallel channel so that you understand. So if you see right here, I am using a clear support and resistance. So when you see right here, and when I also combine it with a vertical line, so I'm using a vertical line for right here. Now, as you see right here, at the same point when the breakout happened, when the trend made a reversal, right here on the RSI, the period touched the 30, which is basically the oversold position, and bounced back. When it crossed the 50th baseline, which is the momentum baseline, that's a confirmatory that's a confirmatory position, or the final confirmation indicator. That's basically when you have to take the trade. Now, at the same time, inside the stochastic oscillator, what was happening was basically the trend lines were bouncing back from the level 20, which gave us a clear direction to take an uptrend, or go for an uptrend, which gave us a clear direction to buy. So if the same happens in opposite manner, when basically in the stochastic, it just goes down from here, bounces back, and the RSI comes all the way around from the 70th position and goes down towards the baseline. You need to take a downtrend trade. So I hope that was extremely unambiguous, and I try to keep it as easy as possible so that it's very, very easy to understand for everybody out there. Now, it does not matter what broker you're trading with, you can use this strategy and be profitable right away. Also, if you're somebody who needs help with your trading, if you're somebody who wants help with your to transform your trading performance as well. Make sure that you're subscribed to this channel and go to our website right away. Subscribe to our plans where we help you trade personally with our powerful trading insights and a trading software that's a combination of a powerful AI-based trading software that gives out real-time insights. Plus, we have almost 10 uh, private mentorship videos where we explain you the strategy in a very, very, very deep-rooted manner, where we start from a very basic to an advanced level, which is not really easy for us to put that directly to our YouTube because it's a very, very valuable knowledge that literally nobody teaches on YouTube. So if you're somebody who wants to join the 1% elite traders community, make sure that you're subscribed to our options algo AI plan, where we offer you a chance to transform your trading performance and not stay like an um, average trader who ends up blowing their account every now and then. So go ahead and make the right decision right away.